of odd.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of those combos were really insane, especially the first stock of game 1.
Yeah, and I think Syrox had more consistent advantages if it weren't for Lod's punish game. So I think Darkatma's going to have to show us some of that if he wants to win this.
I'm surprised there's more Peach coming out of Darkatma.
Was that a Mach 1? Alex 19?
Looks like the Alex 19.
Yo, Syrox has become a homie to so many so quickly. Even when he visited Chicago for Eden, he became a homie to a bunch of us. He's a good kid.
I became a big fan of Syrox after Eden.
Yeah. But let's see how he does versus Darkatma in this best of 3 in the big house. Both of these guys in the losers bracket fighting for the chance to be here on day 3. Top 64 loser side.
Already starting out with advantage Peach again.
Yeah.
Syrox looking like he's just getting easily tossed to the side by him.
I'm liking these like very rapid, short movements from Darkatma where he repositions very quickly, puts out a move, then repositions again, puts out a new move. Definitely lines up with the tank gameplay of Peach.
Yeah, her positioning is so necessary because of her immobility, right?
Yeah.
Where if you're in the wrong spot late, there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, and there's a big difference we immediately saw between Darkatma and Lod's take in this particular matchup against Syrox, where Lod was more apt to give Syrox the ledge because he was confident in his on-stage combos and ability to win neutral. Darkatma might not have that kind of confidence and instead wants to just take the stock as quickly as he can.
Right there, that shine is going to end that stock. And I've seen that observation from Darkatma where he's willing to go off stage or place himself with the aerials.
Right.
Another observation I've had is that Lod was willing to throw a lot of aerials, whether it be fair or low up air, to get a lot of these juggles going on. Darkatma right now he's proving my point with a couple of these aerial opening
slaps.
I've actually seen him stay a bit more grounded.
Syrox trying to play safe, avoid the crouch cancel. I like that shield there, dashing.
Double dash attack setting this up, and we kind of saw this from Darkatma's last game on stream where he favors that kind of tactic.
Yeah, that was a really good tech from Syrox, but ends up the Darkatma was ready for it, ready to finish off that stock and keep this a clean stock lead.
Yeah, persistence is the key. Even though that Fox comes back, you got to be willing to engage one more time and go for that. Darkatma trying to go for that jump read.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Now he's stuck in the corner versus Syrox, but Syrox...
It's a big corner in Dreamland.
It's a big corner.
Yeah,
right?
It's pretty generous right there.
The quote-unquote corner.
This is already looking really awesome for Darkatma.
Ooh, that forward air just came out a little bit too late.
Peach now up entire stock at almost equal percents. Edge guard opportunity looking real great. Nice back off knowing that the ledge was possible.
Yeah. Syrox trying to get back to his form versus Lod when it comes to recovery as he gets the back air on Peach. I think that kills like 160 from the middle of the stage if you have bad DI. I used to know everything back
Yeah,
then.
she can live a great length, but right there Darkatma seeming to miss his jump timing.
Or you just, let him kill himself.
Yeah, recovered just a little wrong right there.
Just a little bit.
Twinkle Toes coming out. It's going to cover just the on-stage part. Oh, no. The punish on stage was missed.
So we've seen that exact situation earlier today, and the best option it seemed like is to just keep Twinkle Toeing your life away until they mess up the SDI or DI.
Yeah, there's a lot of good rinse and repeats right there, and you force him to do these weird low-angled up Bs, maybe get a nair off of it.
Right.
That cycle is not won by Darkatma. Syrox on stage. Look at, he's evened up the match from that edge guard position.
Yeah, he's kind of heating up here.
Yeah.
Once he saw that SD from Darkatma, he's like, ooh, he might be a little shook.
Yeah, even though it's a high percent SD, Syrox is going to take that. He finally gets his stock closed out.
Look at his hand.
Yeah, 97%.
We've seen this before. He's ready to pull the trigger on that Shine and try to prevent this Stitch from taking him down.
Yeah, very nice spots of camping with Shine and jump outs.
Oh.
Darkatma, I think he's a little wise right there where he knows that getting the opening is too hard to have in hand.
He almost it's given him an excuse to get camped out by Syrox if he has that Stitch. Syrox is never going to approach.
No, charge up smash seemed like the wrong choice right there. Syrox is probably going to steal out the stock.
Yeah.
Really good gameplay. That jumping Shine is going to delete
Darkatma
sky.
Composing himself, resetting. This game now is at last stock, 0% on both of these guys.
You know, it seemed to me that Syrox has a little bit of a Peach weakness.
Yeah, I don't think he's been not very confident. He's been safe and conservative. He seems to know his limitations.
Man, this corner is trapped a little bit.
Yeah, but knowing your limitations is not the same thing as being able to overcome them. Just because you know that you're bad versus Ice Climbers doesn't mean you're going to suddenly beat them.
Well, the inside edge guard is really good. Darkatma just holding the center, kind of like the Lod match where we see Syrox throwing himself into certain zones and Peach controlling these zones with fair.
But this time, of course, Darkatma much more willing to grab the edge. And he won that game even with the SD at like somewhere in the 140%.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like the worst thing in the world, but it was significant.
Could have been a shine kill. We can really count it either way, but so we go to Yoshi's story. It's the smallest stage possible.
I'm always a little bit suspect of this stage if you have been getting hit by a lot of down smashes.
I mean, what do you think was the ban?
I did not pay attention. I was looking elsewhere.
Yeah, it just confuses me that Peach would allow this stage.
I think some Peaches like it. It's definitely a like school of thought type thing. Tapo now doesn't want Mango, and they haven't been counterpicking Armada's Peach here.
It's because the punish game from Armada is so sick.
Yeah, and I don't think Darkatma obviously has that level, but relative to where Syrox is at in this matchup, it might be.
Might be an alright counterpick. Yeah, good observation.
So
Syrox up in damage a little bit. He's trying to catch a grab opportunity for up air. But he's going to just find up smash instead. Real patient. That was kind of a call out on Darkatma's approach.
Yeah. And there's the downside of allowing the Yoshis through.
Yeah, 100% up smash kill. What an insane dash pressure from Darkatma. He doesn't go for that low bear that some Peaches be going for.
Yeah, I thought he would go for the trade actually with the Firefox.
Yeah, and bounce back into the stage.
Right.
Syrox now back on the stage. Still 4 stocks. Looking decent on his counter pick.
Ooh, that neutraler just barely clipped him.
Yo, reversed, yeah.
And there we go, Darkatma bringing it back to the game. Only 11% on him, looking good versus Syrox. But yeah, Syrox, we've seen that string of up airs before from the Fox at Big House, but we've also seen many missed ledge dashes from Foxes.
Yeah, and that's probably the first of the set for Syrox. He's known for his great tech skill, especially on this stage. He warms up a lot on the stage.
You look like the most disappointed father. I looked over at you when you missed that, and I like had flashbacks of my dad from middle school.
Well, just don't think about your dad in middle school during your Smash games, because that's going to make you miss your ledge dashes. That's for sure.
Oh, speaking of missing the tech on the edge,
yeah,
Darkatma facing the wrong way.
Really
Couldn't get back up.
So it's like a suicide for suicide, right? SD to SD.
Yeah, keeping things even. It's like the accidental homie stock, or like the I don't want to admit that this is a homie stock.
You hide the homie stock.
Oh my goodness.
It's actually collusion.
Even Darkatma looking like a disappointed father now.
We can all shake our heads together while we play Melee.
Yeah. Melee players are head shakers, that's for sure. But this is actually a disastrous head shaking situation for Syrox.
No, right there. He did the DI out of the dress. Got the shield up. Okay, there's still some reasonable gameplay here, right?
Yeah.
Some smash DI.
But this is losers semis, and those SDs are going to haunt Syrox if he goes out here.
He's down a game.
He's down the full game. This would be it.
Yeah, down a game, down a stock, last stock.
And on his counter pick.
Now the shine right here isn't always the best option. He pushes Peach off stage onto ledge.
A little bit of life here. Doesn't get the back air through in the first attempt, but the second one goes through.
Yeah, it requires Peach to do a sick mix-up here to win.
Oh, Darkatma with the call-out. And he's got him in the twinkle toes. He's going right down, but the tech off the side from Syrox to keep himself alive, and he's going to be able? No!
Yeah. Small smirk coming out from Syrox. Nice tech.
Darkatma lives!
Yeah, but he comes back, as you said, without that pressure on him. Syrox gets dash attack opened on. This is a huge edge guard.
This could be it if he does not recover here. Oh,
nice
wow,
way
that
back
drift.
To the stage, but
oh my god.
That Nair takes over that ledge dash. Syrox is eliminated from the bracket.
And as Peach would say, oh, did I win? Yeah, that's the end of Syrox. In good company, as we've said over and over and over again. Westball's Mike Hayes, all joining him in the 65th percent bar. Obviously, of course, do not condone that Syrox drinks away his troubles. He should go for a nice Gatorade, water.
Syrox is going to be quite disappointed in that performance, and Darkatma is going to move on. And from what we've seen on the stream, it's a little bit underwhelming from Syrox. He's got double eliminated by Peach on stream. That's
actually one of the worst feelings, though. I hear so many people, they don't usually complain about, like, oh, I lost to 2 players that are better than me. They say, I lost to 2 Puffs. I lost to 2 Marks.
Well, if you're a tournament goer and this happened to you, you're actually in one of the best situations possible, because both your matches that you lost to are recorded. Right, you have the ability to go back, find out what you did wrong, ask other players what you did wrong, and you get to see that it's your problem matchup, right?
Yes. You at least know that you can heavily improve. And I would argue
a specific way, a very specific way.
And I would argue that Darkatma and Lod beat him in different ways. Like they both had completely different approaches to Peach in that matchup that that threw Syrox off and that he couldn't come back from. Now he of course also SD'd like 2 or 3 times. So
yes, he's got to control the beast that is Fox, but at the same time he has a wide variety of angles to learn from and attack the Peach problem.
Sure.
Now
still feels bad.
On the screen on the left we have Moki, this hero that has risen and fallen and fought very hard, but on the right, I gotta tell you,
it's the kid.
About Trix.
Oh my god, he's got the full tag out.
He's got Chicago.
This is too much. 3 out of 4 Smash players involved in this stream right now, or at least the public end of it, are now Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago is owning a little bit of this stream. Of course.
Well, if we can't own the bracket.
Trix loves to rep where he comes from. He comes from a little suburb from out of Chicago. Always puts that usually on.
He doesn't put the suburbs? That'd be a great tag.
He puts the Ville for Naperville. Shoutouts to one of the largest suburbs in Chicago. Anyway.
That's disgusting. Being proud of your suburb is definitely broke.
Definitely.
Pretending you're from Chicago? Woke.
Trix is a Pikachu player. Rising star.
He's excellent.
Yeah, he's been playing for the last 2 years or so, and he's learned a lot. He's gone from just a nobody to power in our region.
Yes.
He's taken wins off of Kells, myself, a couple other players.
He's a whiz kid.
He certainly is fast and a learner. He's willing to learn.
Yes.
And that's the most important thing, I think, for kids traveling on this journey of Smash, is that you always are learning.
Yeah. The most fun sets with Trix that I've seen are when he teamed with Axe for the double Pikachu tradition at Full Bloom.
That was so fun.
So if you want to look at those VODs, they're all really, really good. Trix himself has been not doing like above expectations, I think, at tournaments this year that he's traveled to. I think he's still waiting for that break.